Hi friends, happy Thursday. My name's Jana and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So I'm gonna have a project today sharing Stampin' Up stuff. Sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes I do other things also. But today is all about the Charming Duck Pond, which is so cute. This is a brand new product in the brand new catalog. And I'm going to be really brave and do some watercolor today, just a little bit. Watercolor has always intimidated me, just to let you know, but I'm doing something fairly simple today, so it's all going to be okay. But check out this adorable set. So this is a photopolymer stamp set, and it is a two-step stamping, which means you get the outline, and then you get the solid to stamp inside, so you don't even have to color if that's not your thing. It's got this adorable frog on here, 3 different ducks, a mama, a daddy, and a baby. It's got great sentiments. I love this. You make me happy. Have a lovely day. Happy birthday and hello friend. Those are all really excellent stamp set sentiments. Here are the stamps. They are the clear stamps. These images are shown at 95%, so they're a little bit bigger than that. And then here is the coordinating dies, which are really fun. You get dies that cut out the little ducks in the stamps. You get other dies to go along with that, like you get a little tiny duck that you can layer two colors together here. So you get things that aren't in the stamp set is what I'm trying to say. You get this really awesome frame, which I'm going to be using today. You get the flowers that go on the lily pads. That's what they're called, right? Yeah, lily pads. And you get some cattails. So, different things. I bought the suite. This is the entirety of the suite. So stamps, dies, embellishments, and these are so cute. I was really tickled with these when I got to see them in person. So hopefully I'm not showing that too close, and I don't want them to get blurry. I'm looking at it on my iPad to see how I'm doing here. Okay, yeah, doesn't look like they're blurry. All right, so be using some of those. And then the absolutely adorable papers, and we will look more at these in a bit because I'm going to be choosing which paper I want to use today. But there's just, I mean, look at this. You don't have to do anything because it's all done for you. It is so cute. What more could you do to this? Seriously, I'm not sure. Okay, let's get started. So like I said, I'm going to be doing a little bit of watercoloring. So I've got a piece of watercolor paper here. And you know, there's always the more bumpy side and the more smooth side. And I'm going to use the more smooth side. And then I'm going to use that frame from the dies here. Very cute. And let me see. How are we doing? I'm seeing that weird yellow line again. Let me move my light back and see if that changes anything here. I honestly do not know what causes that dumb yellow line. Let me turn my overhead light off and see if that changes anything. It's like some days it's there sometimes, and other videos it's not there. So And I don't really do anything different, so I do not know what causes that. I got some, finally, from scrapbook.com. They got this mint tape back in. I had never used it. And it's my new favorite tape. So thank you, Eva, for I had seen her using, and I've heard of this, but I just never had it before. And so I waited for this to come back in stock, and they were offering it in 3-roll packs. So I got all 3 rolls. But yeah, I am really liking this mint tape. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of center that there. All right, so yeah, I'm not seeing the mysterious yellow bar cycling through my video again. Hopefully not. I'm going to cut this out real quick. We finally have some sunshine here, which is lovely. Okay, there's what it looks like when you get it cut out. Isn't that cute? Let me put this back on here. All right. Now then, let the watercoloring begin. How's that looking? Sorry about my bracelets clanking on the glass. I will try to not do that too much. Okay, so let's see here. My glass mat is actually going to come in handy today because I am going to watercolor with ink pads. So I'm starting with Balmy Blue, and I'm just going to smoosh some over here onto my glass mat. That's probably plenty. Not sure if you can even see it on there. I guess you can a little bit, but just know that I've got blue ink there. And I'm going to use a water brush. So if you don't have a water brush, no big deal. You can use a regular paintbrush and water. But I happen to have these, so I may as well make use of them. You just squeeze the barrel, it puts water into the tip, and then you just color. So I'm going to lay down just kind of a wash of this blue. Oops, I'm clanking. I'm so sorry. My bracelets. I don't ever take these off. This one is a copper bracelet that I wear that's supposed to be helpful for arthritis, which I have severe arthritis in both of my knees and other places too, I think. And then the other one is just something, it's a bracelet that's just got some meaning to me, but it has the lyrics to one of Barbra Streisand's songs. And it's on my arm all the time, and I can't even tell you the name of the song. But the lyrics go, I mean, they're like on the outside and the inside of the bracelet. It's pretty cool. And I've been wearing this since, I think, 2009. Okay. As you can probably tell, I am no expert at watercoloring, but it's all going to be okay and come together in the end. All right, so there is that. Just a nice pale blue there. And I'm just going to clean this up real quick. I think I am done with this water brush. And I have one that's got a little bit smaller of tip, and I'm gonna just take a baby wipe and wipe up the leftover ink on my mat here. So I'm just gonna give that a quick little dry with my, this is the kind of quieter, less forceful air. It's by Ranger. It's a heat it craft tool, it's called. So I'm just going to give that a little bit of a dry before I go on with my next colors. If you kind of flip it back and forth, once it tends to curl up a little bit, it kind of flattens back out slightly. I think that's probably good enough. Okay, so there was that. So now I'm going to bring in some Granny Apple Green. Now the colors I am using, I'm coordinating with the colors that are in the papers that I'm going to be playing with here. So Balmy Blue was one of the colors, and then the Granny Apple Green, and I'm also going to be doing some Pretty Peacock. I'm hearing some noise outside. We are having, when we had that horrible ice storm back in January, we had a big chunk of one of our trees fall down. Fortunately, it fell right between our house and the neighbors, and it didn't really do a whole lot of damage to anything, which was quite fortunate the way it fell. So, but we're having that tree taken down and a bunch of others. So I'm not sure if the tree person is out there with maybe dropping off some equipment, but they're going to start doing that tomorrow. It makes me really nervous. The trees are all really close to our house. Okay, so I am just coming in here now with this Granny Apple Green. We will see how this turns out. And I'm still clanking my bracelets. I'm so sorry. Here, let me shove it up my arm and see if maybe that will help some. I think the reason that I don't notice it so much usually is because I always have a paper over the whole glass mat here, so I think it mostly hits that paper and doesn't clang so much. Okay, so I'm going to catch the tips of these cattails. Do you have these where you live? Where I grew up, which was a different town here in Oregon. There was ditch banks that ran along the street, and there was always cattails growing in there. And they get so, after they're getting old, then they fuzz all out, and they're pretty cool. It's kind of fun to cut them, and just if you've got especially like a big tall vase to put them in, they're kind of fun. Okay, let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm just creating my little scene. Please don't laugh at my watercoloring skills. I'll laugh for all of us, okay? These lines are kind of, that the die cuts into the paper are kind of a nice little guide, I think. Okay. It's coming along. Trying not to rub too much. I don't want to make my paper get pilly. Let's see here. Actually, I think I kind of like that, the way it's coming up. Let me just feather some pieces out there. I'll come over here and do the same. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Let's see here. Clean this color up. And then I'm going to bring in just a little bit of the Pretty Peacock. I don't need too much. I think my Pretty Peacock probably needs to be re-inked. Okay, so I'm not going to dry that one because I want this to kind of blend in here. So I think I'm just going to kind of go where these little lines are and up these tall pieces of grass a little bit. I'm just going to, let me squeeze a little more water out of this. Come into the middles of the lily pads a little bit with this blue color, this Pretty Peacock. I don't want like definite lines of color here, just some kind of blended in. Oopsie, I got a little too carried away with the color on that one. That's all right. You just add a little bit of water and mellow it out. Clankety clank. All right. So the last thing I need to do is just the fuzzy part of the cattails. And I'm going to use pecan pie for that. I might have to go over them a couple of times here. We'll see. I like how the little dots on these pick up more intense color. Almost done with this, and this is the only thing I'm watercoloring, so you won't have to get hopefully too bored with me here. All right, let me just bring in a little bit more. I want them just a little bit darker brown. Cute. All right. Okay, I'm not liking how that looks right there, so let me blend that a little bit. It's really no big deal, but okay. All right, let me just dry that a touch, and then I'm going to set my blocks on that part while we do some other stuff. I just got my big acrylic blocks out here, and I will just kind of set that there. Here, let me move it over to the side a little bit more. And that will just help kind of flatten that out a little better. Okay, so now let's look at these cute papers. I love that. And look at the back. Pink gingham. Does it get any more perfect? Okay, so I might use that one. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to show you all the different ones. Look at this one. The daddy, the mama with all the babies. These papers are so cute. You get 4 of each, and there's the pattern on it. That almost looks like a knit to me. Then you've got the water lilies there, and you've got little tiny ones on the back. So cute. And then beautiful koi fish. Look at this. There's not a fish on the stamp set, so demonstrators are kind of wondering if maybe at some point the fish are going to pop up, and I love that orange on the back of that. And more duckies swimming. Look at this one, bottoms up. And there's the back of that one. The pond with the frog down there. And the fish. So cute. And a stripe on the back of that one. And there's another scene. Now this one's good because you can put your ducks in yourself. They're not already there. You could just put a frog on the bank, however you want to do it. You could even come into the meadow here with some other kind of critters. And there's, oh, that is so cute. I didn't notice that before. All the little fish on the back. I love this paper. Okay, more ducks swimming with the little ducky family. And some pretty pink stuff on the back of that one. I used that one on my first card. And there they are. They're not in the water in that picture there. Like the orange, but only in the pink. That is so pretty. And there are some pink and orangey cattails. Very cute. And a nice mottled gray on the back of that one. More mama and baby ducks swimming there. And that's the pattern on the back. And isn't that pretty? And what do we have on the back there? Dragonflies, little tiny ones. Okay, so let's see. I think I either want to use that one, or what was this other one back here? This one. Let me bring my frame out and see here. Okay, that's super cute. And that's adorable. Gonna have to go with this one. Yeah, with this paper, they really have just done all the work for you, as far as I can see, with most of the sheets. All right, so that is just too cute. All right, I think I like it like that. So let me just bring in my pencil here and mark my corners so I know where I want to cut. Okay. And I will just go a little bit smaller. Isn't it a shame to cut this paper? Oh well. Okay. I might take a piece of that pink for the inside. We shall see. I'll set it aside over here and then decide if I want to use that. Okay, let's see how we're doing. So I think I need to trim just a little bit more of this off. Okay, this is just so cute. All right. So I'm going to put glue just right around the edges. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to order me some more of this glue. And I forgot. All right. Okay, did I cut my paper too short? Nope, I just need to wipe off the glue that I got carried away with here. So cute. Okay, now then, I have a Pretty Peacock base to put this on, but I need to decide what color I want in between, and I think I want to go with that kind of color they've got for the little beachy part there. So let me see what that might be. Peach Pie, one of the new colors. Now, I usually, when they come out with the new in colors, I get one of these packages that have all the colors in it, which comes in really handy because then you can kind of gauge. If you get one of these, you get, you know, what do we get here? 4 sheets of each color. And so you can kind of see that way, you know, what ones you like or what ones you might tend to be using more than others. But it's always nice to just have that combo pack of all the colors. So let me just cut a layer here, 5 1/4. By 4, because my watercolor piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. And my card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I think we're good. Okay. Oh, I love that pink gingham. Now I'm going to put a little bit of extra adhesive on here, more than I normally do, just because of it being that watercolor paper, and I don't want it like boinking up. Okay. Oh, I like that peach pie color. Now, I just think this would be the cutest card to use. Well, you could use it for any occasion. It would be just an adorable Mother's Day card, I think, or Father's Day card. But you could absolutely use this for any occasion. It's not going to have a greeting on the front of the card, but you certainly could put one on there. You could put whatever you want. So cute. I'll come back on and add some of those embellishments. Now, if you were paying attention, you will have noticed that we have done 0 stamping. Well, that's just not okay. So, since we did no stamping on the outside, I'm just going to stamp this cute little frog here on the inside, because it is just not okay to not have some stamping on here. All right, so let me bring in the Pretty Peacock, and I'm going to stamp this frog in that color. Let me bring my mat over here. The reason I'm bringing the mat over is because with the clear stamps, you don't have that extra cushion like you do with the red rubber stamps, where they're mounted on that little bit of foam. So you just need to have a little bit of cushion under there, and you get a better image that way. All right. And remember, I said this is a 2-step stamping set. So that is the outline, and this stamp will give us the color to fill in with on the frog. So I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green. I got a little carried away there. Okay, let me pull this over closer to me so I can try to line this up. Hey, look at that. Not too bad. So cute. But we can't have him sitting on a white lily pad. That doesn't work. And the one that's in the stamp set is not the same shape as what the frog is. I mean, what this one that the frog's sitting on. Plus, you would have to mask off the frog to fill in that color. So, I'll show you what we're going to do. You can color it with whatever you want to color it with. But what I'm going to color it with is the Stampin' Up! Blending marker. So it's just a water-based marker, dual tipped, and I'm not adding any more ink. I'm just simply going to lightly, because you don't want to pill your paper, and this is not watercolor paper that I've got this on. It just simply blends out the color that you stamped with. Isn't that cool? So if you've never known about these or played with them, now you do. Now you know. I'm going to go in there and just spread that color around a little bit that missed on the foot. But you just want to go in with a light touch and don't do too much painting with it, or on this kind of paper, or your paper will pill. But there you have it. Cute. I should probably put some yellow on the middle. I mean, frogs are, well, what color are frogs' bellies? They're yellow, right? I didn't do that on my first card. I didn't even think about it. Let me just pick up some yellow here. I'm just going to pick it up with this blending pen, and we'll see how this works. Okay. Ribbit. Let me clean the tip off here. I'll have to go back and do that to my first card. It didn't even occur to me. I didn't notice, I guess, the white belly. All right, so I'm going to leave it blank as far as a sentiment until I know who I want to give this to. It's just easier that way. Then I don't have cards that say something specific on them and I'm wishing that they said something different. I can just wait till it's time to give them, and then I can add what I want it to say. Well, I got that a little crooked. Let me see if I can pull it back up before it sticks to stuck. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let me just see if I can twist this a little bit and get it. That looks better. There we go. All right, now let's add some blingity bling bling. My tendency is the pink, but I kind of would like it to be one that I could give to either a guy or a girl, woman or man, whatever. I think I'm going to do these, whatever this color is up here. I'm not positive what color that is, and I don't think it says. Okay, where's my thingy? Here it is. So these come in you get two sizes in each color. Which I always think is nice. And I have to do my rule of odd numbers here, so I'm just going to come down over here with another little one. Oh, that's cute. Okay. This color matches with the color of the duck, which is probably gray granite, maybe. Maybe gray granite and smoky slate. Cute. I'll show you the other one I made. Anyway, I am loving this Charming Duck Pond set. I just think it is so cute. It caught my eye right away when I saw the catalog. So here's the other one. I did the layer of this one with the pink, which is the Pretty in Pink, the new color, the new in color. And then we've just got the whole little duck family swimming there. Isn't that cute? I just love it. All right. So let me show you something else new that I got. What did I do with it? Here it is. This isn't the only thing, but this is what I'm going to show you right now because this did not jump out at me in the catalog. The catalog is set up differently this year. And so it's like you have to go through it a number of times to actually see all the things. And a lot of things aren't grouped together like they have been in past catalogs. So you really just have to go through. And some things aren't even shown in full. Like if it's not one of the brand new sets, sometimes you'll just see an image and then it will say to go online to see the rest of the stamp set or whatever. But I like to crochet, and like I said, I did not even notice this embossing folder. And then something made me realize that, oh, okay, there it is. It's called Cute Crochet 3D Embossing Folder. And so it's got these different crochet blocks, granny squares in there. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun to color, to emboss and color. We'll see. But anyway, yeah, so if you have a catalog or you're just looking online, it's not so weird online, but the catalog, you just really have to pay attention and go page by page and look at everything that's on there. We're going to have story time, and we are still in the Artistic Cat. Remember last week, if you watched, hi Brian, I hope you had fun shopping. Brian, you'll have to check out his channel, Brian Medlock. He does collage art, but he takes us on little journeys with him, and today he was shopping at a Kiwanis thrift store in Canby, Oregon. and it really looks like a fun thrift shop to go check out. And he was finding some goodies in there. Anyway, when I came upon this picture, I think I told about that we were going to have our Mustang in the Loyalty Days parade last weekend. Well, you know, you have to get there ahead of time, and you kind of get in the order that they want you to be in the parade. And so you sit there a lot, and we would shut our car off and stuff as much as we could while we were waiting to get in line to the parade. But we made it only 2 blocks before our car started overheating. And Ken thinks he has the problem figured out now, so hopefully he can get that taken care of, and maybe it'll work out next year. So we had to pull out of the parade after only going 2 blocks, which was kind of a bummer. But anyway, that's my story about that. Here we go. Alexander the Great, Napoleon, and Hitler were apparently terrified of small felines. If you want to conquer the world, you had better not share even a moment with an animal that refuses to be conquered at any price by anyone. And that is by Desmond Morris, an English zoologist and writer. And then we have this little painting here, which is of cats fencing by Lewis Wayne. Cats are absolute individuals with their own ideas about everything, including the people they own. That's true. John Dingman, American writer. It is better under certain circumstances to be a cat than to be a duchess. No duchess of the realm ever had more faithful retainers or half so abject subjects. Helen Winslow, American writer. I call Miss Kitty the queen around here. She's the queen. Tula, our little girl Chihuahua, is the princess, and Todd is the prince. If a fish is the movement of water embodied, given shape, then a cat is a diagram and pattern of subtle air. And that is by Doris Lessing, an English novelist. And then here we have 2 beautiful white cats, and they are watching those goldfish in the aquarium there. White Cats Watching Goldfish by Arthur Heyer. Let's read one more. Among human beings, a cat is merely a cat. Among cats, a cat is a prowling shadow in a jungle. Carol Kapek, Czech journalist and writer. And then here we have Winston and Anemones. Is that how you say that? Anemone? I don't know. Rosalind Stoddart. All right, we'll stop with that. Brian, pulled over, still in Canby. Got to figure out how to post it though. Okay, so Brian, it automatically, he did his first live today, I think. It just automatically posts. Okay, and then you can go back into YouTube Studio, and you can edit and add in your description and stuff like that. It's super easy, but that's why I like lives, because you don't have to upload anything. It's just automatically there when you are done with your live. All right. Thanks so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope you like these little quack quack cards. I love this set. Yep, it's a good one. I will have a video for Saturday Morning Makes this week, so come back and check that out. It's going to be mermaid tags that I made for an exchange, just to tempt you. And I will just see you in my next video. Happy creating! Bye-bye.